Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Sonic, WWE 318, back again for another review for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your WWE Elimination Chamber 2023 review. Yep, the Chamber has finally officially come and gone, obviously enough, as we are literally about a week away from Wrestlemania 39, to say the least, guys. At the time of recording and uploading this video, because not gonna lie, obviously enough, procrastination has once again taken its toll on me once again, and I just never got around to making this review for you guys up till now. But I wanted to get this thing done and up to you guys now, because obviously I don't want to freaking save it for WrestleMania time, especially with WrestleMania actually being, coming up next, and how big WrestleMania is going to be, obviously not just for its prediction video alone, or just let alone the fact just its review alone, obviously enough. I'm here to obviously cover this show, just before we go right into the Showcase the Memorials in style, obviously enough. But before we get started, obviously enough, you obviously must address the elephant in the room. Obviously enough, we are going to be presenting this review in the style we are, obviously enough. I shall say this right here, right now. This is a personal choice of mine, obviously enough. I wanted to make the review this way for personal reasons, because I'm not going to get into it, but let's just say nothing is wrong technically. My camera is fine. Everything is okay and just fine, equipment wise and actually video making wise. This is once again just the reason, and this is just the reason and the method of choice that I would want to make this review out of, because obviously enough, I personally want to make the review like this, so I could obviously get this thing out much faster and quicker than other than obviously just doing it before. Even though obviously my normal standard way of doing it is a-okay, but I personally just want to do it this way just to get it done with, for personal reasons that I do not want to get to further in this video. But I just want to address the fact right now. This is a personal choice. Once again, this is a personal choice of why I want to make the review like this, and just the fact that, and stress the fact that there is nothing wrong in general. This is just a personal choice of how I want to make this review. Okay. So obviously enough. Hopefully in time you shall see myself back on camera when it comes to my WrestleMania 39 prediction video. So hopefully enough you'll see me then once again on camera. But until then, you are gonna be seeing this review the way you're gonna see it right here, right now, which is gonna be funny enough. Because obviously enough, this is going to be a fun kind of actually way of doing it, because you guys won't tell a difference, because obviously with the way you're going to be seeing it on video, but I am actually using PowerPoint for this freaking review. Huzzah! So I am literally using PowerPoint, and literally using a presentation mode on PowerPoint, obviously enough. Now I'm literally using a gaming headset, obviously connected to my laptop while I'm actually recording this video. So obviously enough, this is a fun little behind the scenes kind of little thing I can actually touch upon, because obviously enough, once again, you ain't seeing any of this shit, obviously enough, because obviously you're just seeing these pictures on screen, obviously enough. So huzzah! So obviously that's like a side little fun little thing to throw out to you guys to start this video. So obviously enough, we're gonna kick this review off in style with all that stuff now addressed out of the way. We're gonna kick off the review right now with none other than the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Because obviously enough, we have the Women's Elimination Chamber for the winner to go on to face Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 39. So to say, my predictions were the following, which were Asuka, Liv Morgan, and Carmella to win this match. So with this said, the winner of this match was obviously enough Asuka. So obviously enough, I won this match. So that's my prediction score 1-0. And my thoughts on this match was, while a bit soft on it being a chamber match in that regard, this match was still quite an entertaining one to open the show off on. Had a few moments of using the pods to various degrees to show interest throughout the match, and truly got the win with the Asuka. Let me rephrase this. And truly got the win with. Well, I got the win. I should say, I got the win with the Asuka and Mella Minor team up near the end against Rodriguez. Obviously enough. Huzzah. So, but still, once again, to close out this slot, Nothing too crazy, but still a fun watch for what it was worth. So with said, we're going to move on from this match, and we're going to move on to none other than Brock Lesnar taking on Bobby Lashley. My previous first match was was for Lesnar to win. Though I wouldn't mind seeing Lashley get the win here for whatever reason, if freaking Lashley somehow got the win here. So with said, Lesnar was my prediction, but somehow if Lashley got the win from this match, then obviously enough, cool, I guess. But either way, I lost this match because obviously Brock Lesnar low blowed Bobby Lashley, as you see on the screen with the freaking red chicken on Bobby Lashley, like, oh, I'm in pain, he kicked me in the balls, help me, god dang it. And Brock Lesnar is just going over here with his goddamn ponytail in the wind. He's whipping his hair back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. He's doing a Bianca Belair. He's whipping his freaking braid back and forth. Who is he? Freaking Bianca Belair? Anyways, with that joke aside, obviously enough, I once again lost this match via a low blow DQ by Lesnar onto Lashley. So let me my prediction score 1-1, tied up at 1, obviously enough as you see on screen. And my thoughts on this match was, the kind of quick and done antics you sadly come to expect out of a Lesnar match as of late, unfortunately enough. But hey, at least we aren't quite sure how we're going to Mania with the likes of. That sucks to say that, because obviously they're going into the notes, because obviously enough, if you don't know the elephant in the room, we may or may not be see Wyatt at WrestleMania at all, period. But let's just disregarding the elephant in the room, once again, we're going to turn it back again. So here's, let me rephrase this once more. But hey, at least we aren't quite sure how we're gonna get to Mania with the likes of Wyatt more than likely getting Lashley from this match's result. Or who knows, we might just get Lesnar still instead, since he kind of was the one walking tall at the end of it all, to be honest. Just have to wait and see, I suppose. Which, obviously enough, once again, we are not going to get potentially, as of right now, going to WrestleMania, obviously enough, we're getting Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt. That is so far the pinpoint we're going to get at WrestleMania as of right now. But who knows, because behind the scenes, there's been a lot of speculation of what the hell is going on with Bray Wyatt, whether it's creative reason, or a COVID issue, or a medical issue, or whatever the hell is going on with Bray Wyatt. There's something going on with Bray Wyatt where he's been ridden on actually not appearing on TV as of late at all, heading into WrestleMania, going into his match potentially against Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania 39. But so far, once again, for whatever reason, Bray Wyatt has not been around for whatever reason, for several reasons that's been speculated why. So we could still or could not see Bray Wyatt going to WrestleMania to go against Bobby Lashley. So yeah. So with this said, that is to be seen to see where that's gonna be something you guys are gonna tune up next to see where I'm heading into my actual WrestleMania predictions video to actually see whether or not that is actually officially on the card or not, and whether or not that it actually will actually take place on the show, whether or not it's going to be on the card or not. So with that said, we're going to move on from this matchup, disregarding all the Bray Wyatt elephantness in the room once again. So say goodbye to Bray Wyatt and his elephantness craziness. And we're going to move on to the next match, so which is going to be none other than Edge and Beth Phoenix taking on Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. My prediction for this match was for none other than Balor and Ripley to win, but wouldn't be too surprised or mind if Edge and Beth got the win here, which in fact they actually did, as my prediction was incorrect. That's obviously enough to saw Edge and Beth Phoenix win this match over Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. So this match, my prediction score none other than 1-2, and my thoughts on this match was WrestleMania could have had this match, and I wouldn't be complaining. This match had it all, as each side of the ring had their fair share of licks into the brawl that was this match. And the Montreal faithful ate this thing up with every last little bit that came with it, improving this match by 1,000-fold. Much deserved win for Edge and Beth here to wrap up loose ends in regards to the couple's warfare against Judgment Day. But here's to see if there's one last hellish match to truly cap this storyline off with at WrestleMania, though. Unless this is the end of things, which it doesn't seem so, listening to Balor's words post-match being pulled back with Rhea and Dominic heading to the back, which obviously enough, elephant in the room once again, obviously enough, we are obviously getting freaking Finn Balor and freaking Edge inside Hell in a Cell, which is most likely going to be Brood Edge and the Demon Finn Balor inside Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. So, huzzah. So, spoiler alert, I was correct here. Obviously, everyone else already freaking did for the get-go, because obviously, who all saw this coming? Seriously, we all saw this coming. So, blah. Anywho's enough. So obviously enough. Moving on from this, we are going to go next to none other than the United States Championship Elimination Chamber match. Obviously enough for the men's, which is going to be none other than my predictions were none other than Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Johnny Gargano to win this match. And obviously enough, my prediction came true, as none other than Austin Theory actually won this match and retained his championship inside the Elimination Chamber. So this is my prediction score, none other than tied at 2-2-2. And my thoughts on this match was, this chamber match surely brought us all through a roller coaster of emotions, to say the least. It seemed as if everyone had their moment to shine in highlighted moments for sure. But Montez, for sure, definitely deserves the roses thrown at his feet for what could have been an unexpected underdog-style win for him here at a certain point. I couldn't help but to actually want him to get the title win here, obviously enough, because, oh my god, guys, did you see Montez Ford in this match? Bruh, seriously. I know this has been a while since the show went off the air that she's been on with us, because obviously, once again, we're literally a week's time away, less than a week's time away from Mania, obviously enough, but still, looking back on it, Montez Ford did some hellish shit in that match, so obviously, props to Montez for that shit, obviously enough. But anyways, back to my thoughts. But as soon as it took quite a bit for the officials to get him out of Dodge, it was quite clear as day how this match would have ended to get us to Rollins and Logan Paul at WrestleMania, and letting Theory walk out with the title win here heading into the Showcase of the Mornings to possibly face a challenger of a lifetime, which obviously enough, you should know who that is, obviously enough. Overall, it's an excellent match to nearly wrap things up on heading into the true, and we all been here eyeing to see. Moving on to the main event, as we have none other than Roman Reigns taking on Sami Zayn for the WWE Undisputed Championship matchup, obviously enough. As my prediction was obviously the head of the table, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, as you see on the screen right now, obviously enough. But would have been over the moon if Sami Zayn somehow got the win here in this match, which obviously he sadly did not, as we see Roman Reigns beat Seth Rollins solely. Roman Reigns bought Sami Zayn. Here, Sami Zayn. I'm gonna buy you. You are my slave. Not playing. And here's, but seriously, no. Roman Reigns beat Sami Zayn here in his hometown of Montreal, as my prediction came true with Roman Reigns actually beating him, as once again we see clearly here on screen, obviously enough. And this brings my prediction score none other than 3-2. And my thoughts on this match was, going through the emotions that were brought into this match by the Montreal faithful, this match was at the height of a lifetime. But it unfortunately kind of fell short of the line of getting me truly 100% on board with it, in my honest opinion. Not to say the match was any bad. Hell no, because obviously, no. But it just didn't match the hype and adrenaline that we all were feeling heading into it all, and especially the crowd riding the wave of it all as well. Not mentioning how we kind of have to wait to truly find out where Jay. Here we go, guys. Freaking backwards, freaking booking with me. Freaking holding myself off for this goddamn review. So ride it out with me, guys. Once again, not mentioning how we kind of have to wait to truly find out where Jay himself falls with the bloodline to see if he's truly going into Mania with Jimmy to face Kevin and Sammy, like we are all foreseeing, obviously enough. Or will we see something truly out of left field and get Jay going in a very different direction towards Mania? But that's the beauty of long-term booking, and patience is key to let all the pieces fall in line within these last few weeks on the road to Mania. Closing out, though, again, match was something great, but just felt lacking in whatever way to me personally. So, obviously enough, disregarding all the stuff we obviously can see, because obviously we obviously know that Jay returned to the bloodline as of right now. He's back with the likes of Jimmy, Solo, and Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, obviously not the bloodline. heads back together as one heading into WrestleMania, as we obviously have Roman and Cody and the Usos versus Sami and Kevin Owens going for the Tag Team Championships, with once again Cody going after the Undisputed Universal Championships. Obviously enough with the WWE and just going after Roman for both titles. Obviously enough for the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Blah. Obviously enough. You know these things, guys. You know these things. So obviously enough to close out this review in style. My total overall score was once again 3-2, and my overall thoughts on Elimination Chamber 2023 is, and I quote, viewing this rundown and putting it all into perspective as a whole shebang as it was here in this show, the show itself seemed to be quite a positive one to get us closer to Mania, to truly say it in brief. Lots of highs were seen here and had plenty of fun with watching it all, despite the few bits of lacking ends here and there. Not entirely sure if I would call it even better than the Rumble, as I feel a lot of people were calling it, absolutely obviously enough. But coming off fresh of it all, though, from the time, I should say, I'd say it's a winner of a show with as much love and raving support the city of Montreal gave it, and just devoured the show to its bits in regards of how much they brought it here to bring the levels of hype and excitement on another level. Watching it all, and to end it off on once again to get us that much closer to WrestleMania 39, as we now look to see what is all left for us to build to us getting there to the one and only showcase of the Immortals. So obviously enough, this has officially concluded my Elimination Chamber 2023 review. Once again, I hope you guys actually enjoy the review for what it was worth, for what it actually is here, presented here for you guys in my behind-the-scenes PowerPoint presentation style. Obviously enough, I hopefully, once again, should be back in front of the camera, once again, for my WrestleMania content coming up pretty soon enough. So obviously enough, I hope you guys are actually going to be looking forward to that to come up soon, well enough of that. So, obviously enough, guys. Once again, this review finally comes to a close. Once again, guys. Once again, I enjoyed the show for what it was worth, and I am very much looking forward to see what, in fact, is going to happen when we actually get into the showcase of the Immortals sooner than enough. Obviously enough. So, with the said done, ladies and gentlemen, I obviously once again thank you all for watching this review. And I shall see you guys next time for my WrestleMania 39 prediction video, heading into the showcase of the Immortals before we jump on to the review. Hopefully not too long after the actual show itself, because obviously enough, it's WrestleMania, and obviously enough, I want to actually touch and actually be on this freaking fire when the sealant is obviously hot and on fire. Obviously enough, because obviously WrestleMania is WrestleMania, guys. You can't obviously miss out on WrestleMania when the iron is hot. Obviously not. So, with the said and done and out of the way, and ladies and gentlemen, I once again thank you all for watching this review. Once again, and I shall see you guys next time on my WrestleMania content coming up soon enough. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, and I shall see you guys then. To obviously see you guys then. So I'm gonna stop blabbering now. I'm gonna get the hell out of here, and I'll see you guys next time for that stuff coming up enough. Obviously enough. So with the said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys then on Sunday 3/18, and I'm signing out. Peace, guys.